Nigel, Happy New Year. I think we can say this is a significant day with 5 players having signed and committed to the club.
Yes, it is, particularly on the top of what's gone before in terms of re-signings and signings. And it's great to have players of the quality that we've got re-signing today. Wanting to be part of Gloucester Rugby, I think, is a clear indication of where we're going. They understand that this environment that we're trying to create is a good place for them to be as rugby players. And they know where we want to take this club. And thanks to the support of everybody at the club, the supporters, the committee, the directors, we're financially in a position where we can put together the strongest team we can to really challenge for things.
If we look at the quintet, let's take the wings to start with. Simpson-Daniel obviously has been at the club a long time, and there'll be loyalty both ways there. And Charlie has good experience, even though he's still only 24.
Yeah, Charlie's still very young, still got a long way to go in terms of his own development. Great character in terms of his professionalism. Gloucester through and through, he's been here all his professional career, and he wants to be part of something. He works tremendously hard. Great guy to have in the squad, and you've got excellent ability as well. Real X factor coupled with a very solid base game. And Simbad been here for a very long time. Everybody knows what he's capable of. How he hasn't earned more, international caps, I don't quite know. But as soon as we can get him back on the field, we know what a threat he is.
And you obviously have confidence that he will come through the injury and make a full recovery, albeit it might be next season when we see him.
Yeah, we do. We're fairly confident of that, that's why we look to put pen to paper to sign him. And a lot of that process went on before the injury, but regardless of that, we believe he'll come back fully fit, and he'll be a big part of what we push on to do next year.
In terms of the front row, Davies and Knight, again, younger players, but it's a position of high wear and tear, isn't it?
Yeah, as I keep on saying, Pack is still relatively young, and Sean is developing all the time. I mean, what Sean probably hasn't had is a role model. Both our tight ends are reasonably young at the moment. So, with Sealer coming on board and John Afoa as well, it'd be a great role model for Sean to have, and he'll only become a better player as a result of that. And Darren as well, he's still very, very young. Both those guys aren't going to peak really for the next 3 or 4 years. So, great to have them wanting to stay on board.
By comparison then, Elliot is actually in short trousers, isn't he? Because he's only 20, when he really broke through this season, but the sort of person who you really don't want going anywhere else.
No, absolutely not. I think, with people like Elliot who've come through the academy system here, there should only really be one option, and that is to sign for the club. Having said that, there's a lot of competition for him, it's the nature of the game at the moment. But Elliot only ever wanted to stay here, you'll say that openly. And he's been great, he's been a real addition to the squad this year. Obviously, one of the first names on the sheet right now, playing some superb rugby, and still only 20, in a league that is particularly demanding on forwards. And as I say, your front 5, they probably don't mature till around 28. So a long way for him to go. And if he can keep on improving and building on where he currently is, then we've got somebody really exciting there.
You think